Well, welcome back to Liberia, and we've gone on a little excursion today, only about a kilometre away from the ground, but as I found out, there is a little village right behind me called Smell No Taste. I kid you not. And when you find out there's a village called that less than a kilometre away, you pay it a visit. Anyway, we've got a big couple of games today, so we will get on with those once we get back to the ground. Well, pitch. Right, back in Unification Town, and as you can see from the schedule, things have been going well since we last played live in front of the cameras. That was the 2-2 draw against Kai Trace, where we fought well, got a point with 10 men, although a little disappointing to throw it away late. Game after that, Nimba Quado, they outplayed us in the first half, to be honest, and we got an equaliser in the second half from Chauncey Glay with his first and so far only goal for the team. Then we easily disposed of PAGS. Our new signing, Chris Debber, got a hat-trick, which was excellent stuff. And Vajaba Kone managing to come through with yet another goal. Now, the next game was against JAI, and we lost 2-1 away to them earlier in the season when they had no points. And they're bottom of the league going into this game. We're supposed to win easily. Hour gone, 2-0 down. But fortunately, we came back and took the points. OK Chroma with a free kick in the 92nd minute getting the win. But it was not a good performance. You can see some of these performances. I mean, Mark Varney, 6.2. I don't know what it is about JAI, but apparently we just can't play well against them. Then we went to Nimba, and again Kone, both Debbers getting goals and a 3-1 win. And then away of Invincible 11, they were top of the table, they were flying. We got a penalty from Adolphus Cooper. We kept them at bay and got the win, which was a big surprise. And then against Small Town, we battered them, I think, for most of the game. Didn't look like we were going to score. And then Trokon Yala grabbed a very rare goal. So, excellent run, 5 straight wins. We are still unbeaten in a very long time, basically all calendar year now. And indeed, since New Year's Eve, we are unbeaten. And I'm not quite sure what the run's up to. It's like about 14 or 15 games by this point. All of which has put us in this position in the league. So we are 2 points off of an automatic promotion place. And Tony and Watanga are the teams above us. And guess who we've got today? Away Watanga, home Tony. So it could not be bigger games. If we make a mess of these, that's it. Automatic promotion has definitely gone. We're going to have to try and cling on for a playoff place. If we can win both of these, who knows what we can achieve. We could be top flight next season if we can get something out of these. So let's not mess around with it anymore. Let's crack on with it. As you can see, we're the only game with a focus of the division, and we did beat this lot 2-0 at home. So oh yes, we've had our youth intake, which is sort of kind of good, kind of not, because none of them have got any actual talent, but they've all got an enormous amount of potential, apparently. So, who knows? But, right, okay, I nearly made a mess of that. Because I have had a few occasions where we've had under-18s and the first team on the same day, and I've been getting it to just like simulate match with the under-18s, and I very nearly thought this was the under-18s. It was a good job I checked. Now, we will go cautious, because against a team like this, we should not be pushing forward too much. Now, you may notice as well that Adolphus Cooper is back in the lineup. This is because, unfortunately, our our talented little striker Chris Debba, who was starting to bang in the goals and looking really good, is out for at least 2 weeks now and has been out for a couple of games already. Also, our goalkeeper that we signed and then had to sign another one to replace him because he got injured is now back fit, but I can't play him because he wasn't registered because I thought he'd be out for the rest of the season, and he's come back sooner than I thought. So he's going to have to just sit around and soak up the sun. Now, we seem to have Vajaba Doe in left back, and that doesn't look right to me. Oh yes, of course, that's why he's in at left back, because Lape is away on international duty with Liberia B. I mean, who runs a B team these days at international level? Still, hey-ho. I don't think there's much I can do about that side. It's mostly first choice, with a couple of major exceptions. So, let's see if we can get 3 points. And if we get 3 points, we go above this lot today. And that would be very useful. And it would also... tiebreakers are decided on direct result first. So having already beaten them 2-0, if we can beat them again, or even draw necessarily, that will give us the tie-break advantage. I mean, even a 1-0 defeat will give us the tie-break, but it will also put us 5 points behind them, so it won't be that much use, will it? Okay, right. Oh yes, that's the pump fist one, not the outstretched arms one. Now, they do seem to respond to me an awful lot more now, but then they really should. I mean, I haven't been beaten in 4 months. You watch that come crashing down now I've said that. But here we go. Right, come on, lads. Oh, got an early corner. And an early goal. Adolphus Cooper again. I mean, for someone who is considerably worse than Chris Debba on paper, he does seem to be able to match him in goal output. And just swung in. Cooper rises in a forest of heads. And it's 1-0. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, we've got a chance to regroup. This is going to be one of those ones where they just sort of somehow just knock the ball around for a bit and then play it straight through us. Or lump it over the top of us. Whatever it's going to be, we're not getting this ball back off them at the moment. Oh, there we go. They found the gap and fired over. Ooh. It's been quite the start, hasn't it? Well, we are... I mean, they're out possessing us big style, but that's why we're playing cautious, because we're basically letting them have the ball. And they're not really doing a lot with it. Chroma, almost. Right, let's dish out a little bit of praise. The boys are doing well. Chroma... Can we get another one? Oh. Oh my word! Oh, I thought that was in. I thought Connor had lobbed that back in for a second. It's a lovely effort. Okay, this is good, boys, at the moment. Yala, he seems to have a lot of disappointing games at the moment. But there's not really a lot I can do about it. I haven't got much in the way of any quality at right midfield. Right, pump fists, things are going well. I know you're capable of better. I don't know you're capable of better, really, in all honesty. But, I mean, we'll take 1-0. I mean, Yala really is starting to slide, isn't it? Well, let's put Chauncey Glay on, having told you about his one and only goal. Bility, he's not having the greatest of games either, is he? Leave him on for the moment. Dish out a bit more praise. This is good, lads. This is good. This is what we want. Oh, right. Let's make this a shot that goes down the screen, shall we? Oh, hello, Debba. He's nipped through. Cooper again. He's off. He's offside. Oh, come on. You really picked that out with your eyes, did you? With the naked eye? I'm not entirely sure you could have done, mate, but there we go. Um, right, okay, Deba's not playing all that well, so let's put FM22 on in his place. And Roberts is not playing all that well either, so Say can go on for Roberts. See, I mean, all these below par performances still at the moment. No, just. Yeah, I was about to tell someone to bring him down, but I would have preferred it was not someone on a yellow already. Right, well, I mean, you're the attacking midfielder. That's the one position we can probably afford to just give up, isn't it? Right, let's time waste and let's drop this passing all the way down. They don't really know how to do short, slow passes, but come on, boys, hold out. Yes, we're up to second, boys. Come on. Unfortunately, we've lost one of our most influential players there with Kai going out. But right, well, we didn't play as well as we could, but I'm happy with the result. I will take the result. Well, wow, look at that league table. I mean, Tony can get back above us, but if they slip up in their next game, if they don't win it, all of a sudden we're in an automatic promotion space with 4 games to play, and we play them next. And I mean, if they were to lose their next game, assuming it's not against us, but if they lost that game in hand and then they lost to us, I think they'd be basically out of the automatic hunt, because there'd only be 3 games left by then and they'd be at least 5 points behind us. So, right, well, let's see if we can beat Tony, shall we? Right, just a little aside before we get to the actual match against Tony. It's come up with the whole promotion run-in thing, and looking at who everyone else has got to play, this might just be doable, because I mean the top place team have got 4th, 5th and 2nd all to play, so that's not going to be easy for them. Tony have got, after us, they've got to play Watanga and Invincible 11, so they've got all 3 of the other teams in the top 4 to play. After we played Tony, we haven't got anyone in the top 5, and Bong Rangers, I think at home we can take them. Watanga, again, have got the top 2 to play. Nimbaquado have probably got the easiest run-in apart from a game against Invincible 11. Bong Rangers, actually, potentially they've got the actual easiest run-in, but they are also several points adrift. And Kai Trace could potentially win all those, but again they are several points adrift. So I mean, the way things are falling, with everyone else having to play each other and points going to be dropped all over the place, if we can beat Tony at home, we stand a very good chance. And on that note, I'm sure that's the cue for us to make a complete royal mess of the whole thing. But that's just my natural optimism coming through. Okay, here we are. Our biggest match of the season so far. We drew 0-0 at their place in what clearly is not a very memorable encounter, because I can't remember anything that happened in it. But we are looking that if we win, we actually go second. And then a promotion place is ours to lose. Now, we have had, let's have a look. Lape is back in the side. He's back from international duty, so that's good. Yancey, who I think may have been suspended for the last game, is also back. So we're looking fairly strong, I would say. And yeah, I can't see anyone on the bench there or not on the bench who deserves to be. There's been a little bit of debate about Brandon Deba playing, and I've switched Chroma and Dukuli around. I've switched Chroma to the more attacking midfield role because I thought Dukuli probably deserved to play instead of Brandon Debba, who was disappointing last time out. And Dukuli's better as a deep line playmaker, and Chroma can do the attacking role pretty well. And as you can see, he's definitely our star man. So, with all that said, let's move on. Now these two are, well, I mean, if Kaitrace can get something there, that will pretty much take Nimbakwada out of the equation for us. Because, again, they're another one we've got on the head-to-head. It keeps on wanting to change me to this 4-1-4-1 thing, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. We're doing all right as we are, aren't we? See, again, it wants Brandon Debba, and it's a good job it's me picking this team. I'll make the decisions, I'll live and die by them. Thank you very much. Right, Mas Varney has come in to replace Kone, who of course is suspended, and apparently we have had the dreaded words that we are clear favourites to win this game, so we're going to go attacking from the off and we'll see what happens. But you know, I don't like it when the press say we're clear favourites. I will confess to being a bit nervous. No, that's another Pump Fists one. Right, let's tell them I've got faith in them. Tell everyone I've got faith in them. And apart from the one fella I've just put in the side, they're all motivated. Right, we're in blue, Tony are in white. They've just made the cup final, by the way, as well, so they're probably on a high. And pushed aside from Chroma's free kick. Now, can he swing in a meaningful corner? No. Didn't beat the first man. Oh, hello, ability. Burst of pace that didn't get us anywhere. Right, let's encourage the side. And, well, I mean, we're creating more chances. We're gifting them possession, it would seem. Right, ability. Oh, Varney slips inside. Cooper! Oh, that was a great chance. Oh, I hope we don't come to regret that at the end of the day. And not overly convinced with these corners. End the highlight, please. Thank you. Oh, I hate it when corner highlights go on like that. And I did see a stat years ago that said people concede more goals on the counter-attack from corners than they actually score from corners. I don't know if that's still the case, but it's probably confirmation bias when I see it looking like it might happen in this game. I'm not that bothered by that because we've created a lot more with it, haven't we? So, right, let's pump the fists and say, come on, keep going. Let's get the win we deserve. Because, I mean, we are outplaying them. I mean, yeah, they've had a lot of the ball, but what have they done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right, let's give the boys some encouragement. Yala again. One of those ones, I wonder why I persist with him. I think in the summer we need to look for a better right midfielder. Must be someone out there. Ooh. Floated wide. Right, let's get him off. Let's put Chauncey Glay on again. See, Mas Varney, we haven't really got much in the way of any option there. And you see Lape comes on and just, I mean, away on international B duty, and he's doing absolutely nothing for us today, is he? As long as he's not a liability back there, we'll be fine. But come on, boys, no. Oh, for heaven's sake, how do you not get to that? Oh, yeah, of course, it's the one fella they talked about in the blooming press conference. Oh, demand more. Oh, we're going to end up in a blooming playoff because of this. Look at that. It's the only shot they've had on target all day, as usual. God, this game is good at making you lose games. Oh, hello, Adolphus Cooper. That was a finish and a half. Cut me off mid-sentence as well, didn't you? There I was, just about to bemoan the way this game makes you lose a game you completely dominated. Or at least shouldn't be losing. I don't know it happens in football, but it doesn't happen anywhere near as often as you'd think from this game. I don't know what their goalkeeper was doing there. But anyway, 1-1. Come on, boys. Encourage. Right. We've got any fresh legs we can put on? Anybody? I mean, look how bad Lappe is. Blimey, boy. Honestly. Right, actually, I'm going to put Fode on there. And... yeah, no, I'm going to let him do that. Just a fresh pair of legs to run around up there for a few minutes. Anything like? No. Okay, well, it's a draw, as you can clearly see. It says it right there on the screen, doesn't it? So, yeah, I'm going to tell him when I'm disappointed with that. But, well, let's tell you I thought you did well, because I don't want you getting uninspired. Now, while we're talking to individuals, Mohammed, come here. Furious with you, look down and uninspired. Well, you can do that from the bench next time. 3 games you've missed on international duty and you come back and you turn in that performance. It's a good job I can't slap you. Right, well, we didn't lose and we even won one of them. So, we are now in a position where there's 1 point between the 3 of us. And I have a horrible feeling Tony have probably got us on direct result because we drew 0-0 at their place and they draw 1-1 at ours. So I think away goals will count in their favour. Watanga we have got on direct results. I think the top spot is now gone. We are 6 points off with 3 games to go. I don't think Invincible 11 are going to let that slip, although they do have 3 tough games to come. Nimba Quado are now only a point back of us as well, so they are still very much in the hunt. But again, we do have them on direct result. And we have a couple of, well, some easier games. I mean, Sime Derby, we should be beating. Mighty Blue Angels, we should be beating. Bong Rangers at home, we should be beating. So, what we will do is, actually, let me just check one thing. I want to see what this playoff is all about. Oh, those are the rules. There's a good boy. Okay. It seems to be... oh, no. No, presumably then it's a 2-legged thing because it's start date and end date at different days, which would indicate that it's played on 2 different days. Though it gives no indication as to how, like, away goals count or what separates the teams to their level on aggregate or anything. So, what we will do is we will come back for that last game of the season because hopefully that will be the decider and tell us what's going to happen. And if we end up in the playoffs, then we'll do those as well. So it might be a very long episode, but I will try and be as quick as possible through it and stop waffling. And yeah, we will see if we can get ourselves into the top flight, having been only asked to avoid relegation at the start of the season, and indeed not being able to sign anyone in the entire first transfer window, and having no staff for 3 months. So I think I've done quite well, in all honesty. But that's enough for today, and thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.